Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle Seahawks fans. Let's get to the news. The NFL offseason is always packed with surprises, but this year the buzz around the Seahawks is reaching a new level, and one of the most talked about rumors involves a potential blockbuster trade that could shake up the entire NFC West. The name on everyone's lips, Ja'Marr Chase, the explosive wide receiver from the Cincinnati Bengals. Now I know what you're thinking, Chase in Seattle. It sounds like a Hollywood script, but it's not just wishful thinking. Sources close to the league, including prominent insiders like Adam Schefter, are whispering that a trade might be on the table that could redefine the Seahawks offense and set them up for a long-term dynasty run. Let's break down what this could mean for Seattle, because if this deal goes through, it could be one of the most significant moves in recent franchise history. Right now, the Seahawks are sitting at a solid 7-2 record, leading the NFC West comfortably, with a roster that's been steadily gaining momentum. They've got around $18 million in cap space, which gives them some room to maneuver, but what they really need is a game changer, someone who can stretch the field, create separation, and make defenses think twice. That's where Chase comes in. The Bengals, currently 4-5, are in a tricky spot. They're dealing with a tight cap situation, around $12 million, and are under pressure to rebuild their offensive line after a series of injuries that's resulted in allowing 28 sacks so far this season. Meanwhile, they're prioritizing a rebuild on the line to protect their franchise quarterback, Joe Burrow, who's about to get a massive extension. To free up cap space, Cincinnati might be willing to trade Chase, especially if they can get a first-round pick in 2026 and a third-rounder in 2027, assets that could help them build a stronger O-line and secondary. Now, why would the Seahawks be interested? Well, Chase is not just any receiver. He's a dynamic playmaker with a profile reminiscent of Tyreek Hill in 2023, boosting the Dolphins' offense with explosive plays and yards after catch. Chase in 2025 has played 9 games, racking up 58 receptions on 82 targets for 850 yards, averaging an impressive 14.7 yards per catch with 7 touchdowns. His career totals are equally eye-popping, over 350 receptions and more than 200 yards with a consistent 98 PFF grade and 3 Pro Bowls under his belt. His YAC yards after catch sits at 5 yards per reception, and he has a deep catch rate of 48%, showing he can be a real vertical threat. What makes Chase such a perfect fit for Seattle is his ability to create separation deep down the field. His 2-3 yards per route run in 2025 is a testament to his explosiveness, and in Seattle, he'd be a game changer. His presence would immediately elevate the Seahawks' offense, making life easier for Geno Smith and opening up more opportunities for DK Metcalf. Imagine Chase running routes that force defenses to double him, which would free up Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, creating more space and reducing turnovers. His addition could boost the Seahawks' passing game from 26.1 points per game to over 31, and significantly improve their play-action success rate, going from 50% to over 72%. That kind of boost would make the Seahawks' offense one of the most potent in the league, especially considering how well Smith performs when the field is stretched. Moreover, Chase's arrival would have a ripple effect on the entire team. The Seahawks, already known for their strong running game, would see their ground attack improve with more open lanes, projected to jump from 140 yards per game to over 170 yards. Plus, the threat of Chase's deep routes would make play action even more lethal, potentially turning the Seahawks into a true NFC West powerhouse, capable of competing with and possibly surpassing teams like the 49ers and Rams. And let's not forget, this kind of upgrade could be the difference maker in the playoffs, especially in tight games where explosive plays are often the deciding factor. The impact on the Super Bowl odds would be equally dramatic. Right now, Seahawks fans know that the team is in a good spot, but with Chase in the fold, the odds of winning it all could plummet from plus 1,500 to plus 600. That's a huge shift, and it's not just about individual stats. Chase would be the X factor in the postseason, much like Tyreek Hill has been for the Dolphins this year. His ability to turn short passes into long gains, especially on deep routes, would elevate Seattle's offense into a different stratosphere. In the playoffs, where every yard counts and defenses tighten up, having a player like Chase could be the key to unlocking a deep playoff run, maybe even another Super Bowl appearance. Speaking of the playoffs, Chase's influence on the game plan would be enormous. His presence would make defenses have to dedicate multiple players to cover him, which in turn opens up the field for Metcalf, Lockett, and the running game. It's a recipe for a more balanced, unpredictable attack that can adapt to whatever the defense throws at them. And with Geno Smith showing steady improvement this season, he'd have a true weapon to lean on in critical moments. Someone who can win contested catches, make acrobatic grabs, and extend drives with YAC. Of course, acquiring Chase wouldn't be without its challenges. The Bengals are in a tight spot financially, and trading away a player of Chase's caliber would be a bold move. But if the Seahawks are willing to part with a first-round pick in 2026 and a third-rounder in 2027, they could secure a player who could redefine their offense for years to come. It's a gamble, certainly, but one that could pay off big time. The Seahawks have shown they're not afraid to make bold moves. Remember the trade for Jamal Adams, or the signing of Geno Smith to rebuild their quarterback position. This could be the next step in their evolution, turning a good team into a true contender. Now, it's worth noting that this is all speculation for now, and no deal has been officially announced. But the rumors are swirling, and the potential is enormous. Imagine a Seahawks offense with Chase, Metcalf, and Lockett, an explosive trio that defenses would dread. With Pete Carroll's coaching and Geno Smith's leadership, this team could take the NFL by storm. It's an exciting time for Seahawks fans who have been waiting patiently for a move that puts their team over the top. And if this trade happens, it might just be the spark that ignites a new era of dominance in the NFC West and beyond. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So in summary, a Chase trade would be huge for Seattle's future. It would not only give them a top-tier WR to help in the short term, but also set the foundation for sustained success. His ability to stretch the field and create big plays aligns perfectly with what the Seahawks need to push into serious championship contention. The NFL is always unpredictable, but if this move happens, fans better get ready for a wild ride. The Seahawks could go from being a solid team to a legitimate Super Bowl contender, all thanks to a bold move that could reshape the division and the league. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seahawks. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Seattle Seahawks news.